Hey y'all, this is Bethany from Southern Couture, and we are going to be setting up our traveler's notebook as we get ready for the next Illustrated Faith devotional kit, Wholehearted. And this is for the month of February. Of course, you can do the kit whenever. But if you haven't grabbed your kit yet, head over to Illustrated Faith and do that. I'll have a link to it down below. And if you wanted the digital version, you can get a digital copy of the devotional booklet and also some of the ephemera pieces as well, so you can join in if you're still wanting to do that and put your own book together. But I'm going to show you how I've set up my book today. So let's go ahead and just get started and dive in. So look at all this fun color and stripes sticking out. I am loving it. I love that they did this whole rainbow color here. So this is just right up my alley and probably one of my favorites. I say that every month, but I just feel like each month they just get better and better. So I want to show you how I've got everything set up. This is my little spotty dot, traveler's notebook cover. This is just a keychain that I added. Look how cute with those brushes. This is from Tamara. I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop down below. She's actually designs these, and they're just beautiful. Paints them herself, and then has does prints and all sorts of things, and then has these made from her prints and art. So they're really gorgeous, and I will leave a link to her shop below. But I just clipped that on there, and then in here I'm going to fill it up with pieces from the kit, and I still have like my other traveler's notebooks in here that I will continue to use to keep all of that organized. Now, as far as the other supplies that I'm using, I've pulled things from my stash. I'm using a lot of stuff from the kit, and I also have some new printables in my Etsy shop that go along with the colors and the kit. So pretty. I think you guys are going to absolutely fall in love with these. The colors are some of my favorites that I've ever done with this color scheme, and so I just can't wait to show you. The whole collection is called Love Fully, and there's a link to the collection in my Etsy shop down below if you want to pick up any of these goodies. And let me remind you, I'm going to extend, I had a coupon code that was for 20% off the entire shop. I'm going to extend that code probably through the end of this month. So if you're watching this later, the code is going to expire at the end of January, and I will leave the details below. But use the coupon code THANKYOU20. I'm going to leave it down below too. And you can get 20% off these goodies and anything in the shop. So I just want to remind you that I had that code going on right now, and I'm going to go ahead and extend it just as a thank you to you guys in the new year. So the first set is called Hearts. It's just Love Fully Hearts. You've got tons of different sizes and colors. I added in these little black and white ones I thought were just too cute for a little something extra. I have everything printed right now on just white paper, but it would be great to print these especially on the Avery clear sticker paper. I have a link to it down below as well, because these would be great to just, you could fussy cut them out without having to be so perfect. So that would be a really good idea to do for these as well. And then you could like layer one with the clear paper and then layer one of these on top of it, like it's popping off. That's always something fun I like to do with them. And then I just love, you know how I love my spotty dots, so I thought it would be cute to add some of those on the hearts, and I really like how that turned out, and being able to intermix those has been fun for me already. And then I have patterned papers that I am loving. I mentioned that I had those little stripes poking out from the traveler's notebook, and I just love how those turned out, the little crosses. The second page it comes in a 2-page set. The second page has the spotty dots, so I included some of those this month. So I hope you guys enjoy those, and lots of the little hearts with the white and black heart with the spotty dots. So that's the patterned paper. Then you have a memory card page here, and this has a 2 set of pages in this set, and I love these that you could use and layer, put ephemera down on top. They go great in the different types of memory boxes that you can get. This is from Precious Memory Boxes on Etsy. I also have this little black and white one, so I love them so much. I will leave a link to the Etsy shop down below where I have had this one comes from. So these cards are great for that. let me show you real quick. This was the ones that I showed in a process video recently for 2020 and the kit last month, and I just love how that turned out, and being able to do one for each week's devotional was my plan, and I hope to keep that up. I put like my biggest takeaway or scripture or something that really stood out to me on those. So you get that page that has the patterned cards, and then you'll have a page that has the grids, and I've added the little hearts at the top this time. I thought that was really cute, since it would go so well with the kit. And then you get this little journaling card set. It's got the 4 patterned pages, and then it has the grid cards as well with the little hearts. These are great for tip-ins in your book as well. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna show you what I have done in my traveler's notebook. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. Now, I'm going to show you the basics of what I have here. I may add things like maybe some little detailed stenciling or stamping or little stickers and things like that as I go through it. But this is just kind of like a foundation to get me ready to read through and journal. I like to have everything set up pretty much to go before I get started, so that when I'm in here reading and studying, I'm not trying to get distracted and worried about how I'm going to make it pretty and be creative. Not that you have to, I just like to. So I like to have all this done. I always start off, as you guys know, if you've watched my videos, with a little prayer at the beginning of a kit. So I have made this little Jesus flashcard that came from the Word Nerd kit that I had left over. I made it into a pocket with some washi here that I put down, and then I had this little grid card that was left over from last month. I added some washi and just added one of the little these little fabric stickers to the top for a little tab to pull that out, and I'll put my prayer on it. And then over here just added washi, used the stickers from the kit. Some of the pages I just add, just a few little things to make a little something extra. This is the intro page. I just added a few. This is the hearts from my shop, and then one of the hearts in the kit. This little banner I have from like little planner stickers. And that was it on that one. Now on this one, this is the first week's devotional. Added some hearts, as you see. This was left over from last month, and I just put it in with some washi. I love having those little hearts that I have in my shop here for, like a little tab to pull it over. This is from that Word Fetty sticker book that I talk about all the time from Illustrated Faith and Dayspring. It is so versatile. You can use those stickers for everything. And then up at the top, you'll see a tab. This tab comes out of that patterned paper. So those patterned pages are my favorite because you can do so much with them. They're super versatile. So just take your tab punch or cut out a tab from it, and it's great to go up at the top. And so as you'll see as we go through, all those tabs are from the patterned paper in my shop, and I've just put them up there with some washi. And I'm gonna go back and put like titles probably for each one to go along, like Seek, and the other titles I'll put up here, so when it's closed and I wanna flip right to a page, I can easily. So then you have your actual prompts for the Seek devotional. On each prompt page, I have put the topic of that week's on each one with stickers. I like to do that. That way I know without flipping back and forth what I'm really focusing on and which one it goes with in case I open it up, to a random page. Now, for this little guy, I usually do washi, to attach them, but I wanted to try something different this time. And what I have done, you'll see, is I have these journaling cards that I have put together, and I will actually take this out and show you what I did. So I took journaling cards from my shop and some journaling cards that I had left over from last month's kit, and I just put adhesive and put those two back to back. Then I just put them together. I did leave a little bit of space. You'll kind of see that right there. The cards aren't right up against each other. That way it would be able to move around in the binding more easily. I put some washi there with that little bit of a space. Washi, of course, on the other side. And then just added those little hearts right there. But then what you do is you just go straight into the binding. You don't even have to take it apart. And if you can't get it to slide in, I'm trying to do that one-handed. What I do is kind of bend it like that so that it pops up, and then you can just slide it right in there. And then you've got a really fun tip in that will be here. And then if you put your fingers, if you put your fingers underneath it, you'll see where it's gonna take you to. And so we're gonna go back here, and that's where it ends up. So it's just a fun way to do it, a little bit different, and it stays in really well because it's just hooked right into that binding where it's stapled in between those two staples. So on this page, I just added that washi at the bottom as well. I didn't even add anything here. I may, as I work through it. Here is the next trust. I did the same thing here, made another little journaling card tip in by adding it to the binding, and I'm loving that technique. So I'm probably gonna be doing that a lot more. Now here I made a a large, like full-size page tip-in using the patterned paper. So what I do for that, I'll show you, is I just take the pattern paper once it's printed out full size, I fold it completely in half, and then I just really hold it up to the pages or the book and then trim around it. You could trace it, whatever, and then you can put your adhesives, like once you would have it, like I fold it, then I cut out around the page, and then I'm using some scrap paper, if you're wondering why there's stuff on the back here. And then I just attach it with adhesive, and I'm good to go there. So then I just put it in. I use some washi to put it in there, and then washi on the back to really make sure that it's secured good. And then I put down one of my journaling cards, some scrap papers here from the pattern paper, that word for the trust devotional, and then some more little hearts to just add a little something. On this one, I used, actually this is one of the journaling cards that I used to make a pocket, and then added a journaling card in there so that I could add, I like to do it so like this has 2 prompts, so this would go with 1 and then that would go with 2 really well. The yes and amen is from the kit. I love those hand lettered little die cuts. Then we have to give thanks. This is part of that tip in I just showed you, and I was so excited when I realized I had these thankful for their sticky notes that came from Gratitude Documented last year, and I had extras. I don't know how, but I did, and so I just put 2 of those together, and I think that's perfect. So if you have these, pull them out and use them for this devotional. That would be a lot of fun. And then as we keep going, we've got prompts. This is the journaling card that I shared earlier. It's just the other side of the tip-in. And then we have some hearts that I just grouped together there. I put these white glittery alphas there for thanks. And if you ever run out of your alphas and you want to use the same exact ones, just cut out like the outline of the sticker on the sheet, and I think it still looks kind of fun and just gives it another little texture there. Now I did another full page tip in with the other pattern paper, made it the same way, folded it, traced it, put it together. This is one of those clear pockets that one of you guys sent me that was so sweet to do, that you can find usually in the Target dollar spot around the school year. And sometimes I have a hard time finding them, so one of you guys sent them to me, and I really appreciate that. And then I wanted to use a clear one here. So if I take these out, I'm not covering up all of my design. You can still see it through it. And then when I put the cards back in, of course it covers it up, but I like that you're not covering all the color up with a pocket. And then here I've added the washi. So this is a journaling card from my shop, and then this is a card from like a package that I got from Shauna that was like she used as a thank you note, and I just keep every little bit like that so I can reuse it later. And then on the other side, I added some of that little, like these, I forget what it's called, but this textured type bag or packaging that we've had from kits before, layered it with cards and hearts from the kit. I used the little washi packaging sticker and just put it there. Sometimes I'll put a sticker over that so it doesn't just say Washi Kush, but I didn't this time. And this is a little hello, a clear acetate piece from Heidi Swap that I had. So you see, I've pulled my printables, I've pulled things from the kit and from my stash that coordinates really well. So over here, I actually made, like, this would be almost like a little shaker pocket, and I used packaging that came from the kit, from the stickers that were in it, and I cut the packaging down and just put in some of the different pieces. I put in some of those pieces that came with the kit, some from my Etsy shop that I cut out, and I just liked that. I liked that you could still see this really fun journaling card right here behind it because it's clear, but you get like a shaker pocket feel or look to it. And then you've got love, those stickers, since we're in the love devotional. And then I put it down with clear adhesive and just added the washi at the bottom. Really liked how that turned out, just for something different and cute. And then here's the back page. This I didn't do a whole lot to because I have this sticker from an old kit that I put down, and I'm just going to kind of leave it like it is and you know, just go from there. And when I get to the end, I do like to finish it off with a prayer. So I will probably add some kind of tip in, to do that. But that is my my setup for this month. I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know what you guys think. And also make sure you check out the new printables in the Etsy shop. There's a link down below. Like I said, that whole collection is Love Fully. Make sure too that you use that coupon code THANKYOU20, and that will get you 20% off that collection and the entire shop. All right, guys, so I will be back again soon. Hopefully I can share a process video with you as I'm working through my Bible and working through this kit. If you would like to see that, let me know. Make sure you're subscribed, and make sure that you click that little bell icon so you'll know when the next video comes out. And I will see y'all again very soon as we continue studying Wholehearted for February. Have a great one. Bye-bye.